What's important for a shooter game? It'd be for the player to shoot, for the weapon variety to have. And in today's video, I'm gonna work on that. So today I'm going to implement a few simple weapons. I'm gonna implement a pistol with its own ammo count, its own damage type. I'm going to add a rifle with its own bullet count damage type and a different shooting capability than the pistol. And I'm also going to add in a sniper rifle with its own bullet count, damage, shooting speed. Now these are all just basic, simple implementations. Just going to have the player shoot. Going to have the bullet track its damage type. And have the bullet be the one to tell the enemy, hey, you got hit, here's the damage, do the math from there. And it's the same with the player. Also gonna have to add in just a simple UI element. Right now it's just gonna track the health and the ammo for the player. Along with this, we're gonna have just a simple implementation of a pickup. Coming in a future video, we can add the implementation of interacting with a terminal and having the player select, the weapon they want. Coming in a future video that I didn't add here is also the ability just to swap to the pistol, because the pistol, in pretty much every other shooter game, the pistol is the secondary weapon. So the ability to swap to the pistol when your primary weapon is out is something I will have to implement later down the line. You just have two weapon slots, and the second one doesn't have to be the pistol, it can be whatever. We'd also go down the logic of what other games have done, is where you have multiple weapons, and the second one doesn't have to be the pistol. But regardless, that's all stuff for a future video. Right now, it's simple implementation. Simple functionality that goes, hey, what's the current weapon the player has? Here's the damage that weapon does. Here's the amount of ammo that weapon is supposed to have. Again, come down the future of the line. We can add a system for the AI to drop their weapons with maybe a random ammo count. Perhaps ammo drops themselves for the player to pick up and keep using on with their weapon. But also in the future video, we're going to have to work on the AI collisions. Right now, it's all just one collision for the AI. It is simply, hey, you got hit with the bullet, this is the amount of damage you take. Runs the calculations, does all that stuff. Going to have to add in, I want to add in a collision for the head and a collision for the rest of the body. The head one's going to be just an instant kill. If you shoot someone in the head, they should just be dead. Simple as that. Anywhere else, we can apply that regular damage. But as far in the head, that should just be an instant kill. But now with the weapons, and we have the AI moving and shooting at the player, we should also add in a way for the enemy to respond. Because as it was before, the AI, after they took so much damage, they simply vanished off somewhere, and then they came back. It's time to change that functionality logic, and actually bring in a enemy respawn point. And this is going to work for future implementation of outposts, or even just general in-world locations that I want enemies to kind of be poking around. This system will track what enemies have spawned, the type of enemies that I want to spawn, how many of each, how many in total, and be able to periodically, in a certain amount of time, run that check and go, hey, we're out of guys, or we're low on guys, we need to respawn some guys. And then and obviously the timer for that will, maybe be a few minutes, and the actual respawning will take maybe 5-10 seconds. to not clog up, computer resources and stuff like that. But for now, simple implementation. Do we have bad guys? Do we have the wanted number of guys? Let's spawn some more. And you want to know else is a simple functionality? Clicking that subscribe button below, hitting the noti bell, and leaving a comment. So now we have this simple weapon selection, simple shooting, simple respawning enemies. For the next video, I think it's time we changed up the starting area. Make just a simple layout of perhaps a courtyard with a building to go through. We can then work on actual placement of enemies, make sure they can move around properly, as well as getting into the taste of additional ways into locations. So I think that'll be for next time. And if you want to see that next time, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit the noti bell, and I'll see you then.